Ciao!
Ciao ragazzi.
We're here, end of Dion's final day,
Yeah.
and very sad. We had a romantic dinner this evening. We tried to go out for candlelight gelato, but it wasn't meant to be.
Super sad. He had a few bites for free.
Yeah.
And mine was in front of me, but I couldn't really get to it.
We found out it was cash only, and we had to, we had only credit cards, and we went to go look for an ATM, couldn't find one, and then we kind of ran for it. So, anyway, it was a long day. That was the end to a very long day. We started off the day, we couldn't eat breakfast. We had an ultrasound. So on our abs and everywhere, and our neck, and all sorts, just to check everything was in place. Everything's in place. Good thing they had checked the brain. I think they might have had some issues there.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work.
What was after that?
So after that, we had some mental training. So we pretty much went back and did some mental economy stuff, and really trying to focus on not just the scores that we're getting, but how much energy it takes us to get those scores. So we wear this little band around our heads that measures our alpha and beta waves. And if you use too much of your alpha waves to achieve the good score, then it's too much work and you didn't do a good job. So it's really specific to be able to make sure you're kind of the right combination of calm and intense. So it gets really hard to do. And
it's kind of a game, and as your waves go up and they can tell you're paying more attention, a barrel slowly catches on fire, then it explodes.
Yeah.
And the goal is to explode as few barrels as possible while doing the difficult tests that require quite a lot of attention and concentration, like the colors test that we explained in the last video.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it's really, really difficult, and they do a lot of different things to kind of make you uncomfortable mentally, and then they test how well you control your body and your mind in the uncomfortable situation. So it's really, really fun, but really challenging to do.
And you can really see how it relates to racing as well.
Exactly.
But
and
after that,
we went straight to physical training in the morning, had some nice circuit training. We both did our first handstand push-ups, which were kind of an adventure. Those are quite difficult.
Almost kicked a few people in the face, but
I think I managed to do that once or twice through our training.
It was very close. It was very close.
So
although
that's
it
why
wouldn't
you
be
had
such
the
a bad thing.
Yeah, exactly. So
that
that was kind of the morning for us. We had some lunch and came back and got right back into the mental circuit pretty much. I mean, you want to explain the ping pong?
Yeah, we did. So we did the mental economy test on the computers, and then we also did ping pong, which sounds like regular ping pong, but you hit the balls back from a machine like a RoboPong sort of style, and on a big screen behind the ping pong table you have your heart rate, and it's actually a challenge to see how you can control your heart rate under stress. It doesn't actually matter how many balls you're getting back in the net or getting back on the other side of the table, but more that you can control your heart rate under stress, and that you're using as little mental energy as possible, which again relates back to the racing. And in the car you want to be as efficient as possible.
Yeah, and especially when they start cranking up the speed to 100 balls per minute and they're coming at you, it's so hard to focus on hitting the balls, and then you see your heart rate raising and raising and raising. You're like, no. You try to calm down, and then all of a sudden you missed 10 balls straight, and you have to get back into it.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different aspects to it. It was pretty tough.
So that was kind of the circuit training we did mentally there, and then Ricky had a fun afternoon workout.
Yeah, I got to experience what Dion experienced on my first day, which was they call it CrossFit. Not exactly what CrossFit is in the U.S., but basically the same 7.8 mile bike, 3.9 kilometer, everything is in Ks, and 3.9 kilometer run, and then 150 squats, bodyweight squats, 100 push-ups, and
50 kind of incline row body weights.
Yeah, like horizontal pull-ups basically.
Yeah,
and
it's fun to watch.
It is fun to watch. Like I've never seen such a wet shirt in my life. But yeah, it was fun watching Dion. But I had 3 or 4 days to dread getting out there and doing that.
Yeah.
But it was all that it lived up, or all that I built it up to be and more.
Yeah, and you finished it, so you killed it.
It was good. I was happy.
Yeah.
But what were you doing?
So I watched you do that, and then I had the electrocardiogram. So it's pretty much just an EKG test on the bike. So you kind of crank it up little by little and end up going about 250 watts or so for 2 minutes at the end, and see where your heart rate is, and then measuring your blood pressure and see how heart rate, just because it goes up, it doesn't show you how much your heart's affected by exercise. So they're really measuring there how badly your aerobic and your heart are affected by strenuous exercise. So that's kind of what the test is there, and it's, every 2 minutes you have to kind of stop cranking a little bit. They measure your blood pressure, and you go back to cranking away on the bike. And
yeah, actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty much the day for us.
That was it, yeah, a little bit of abdominals at the end, and stretching. Yeah, it was a long day, but we're going to say ciao to Dion tomorrow, and he's headed home.
And then you'll get all the attention and all the love from all the trainers.
Which may not be a very good thing.
Simone, who's our personal trainer, little guy that's loves seeing us tortured, will have all his focus on you.
Not looking forward to that, but it's going to be a good time for sure.
So. I'm looking forward to watching some videos and see how the rest of your week goes.
Sounds good. I'll keep you updated for sure.
Ciao.
Ciao.